Hello everybody, I am going to be sharing a video every day through March of the Art by Marlene Colour Challenge. I've already shared the video of how I made my monstrosity of a tag book. It's huge, but I love it. I love how colourful it is. So I'm going to, I'm also going to throw some lives in, I think, as well along the way, but I'm going to share with you day one. The prompt is lace is the colour that's got to be the star of the show, and I have an idea. So one of the great things about this little tag book is that I can take tags out to work on, so I can work flat. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to use this butterfly stamp set, layered butterflies. Obviously I've got to use lace as well, because it's got to be the star of the show. And I think I'm going to start off with a really colourful background. It won't surprise you at all, will it? Let me find a brush. So I think I'm going to go in with some rainbow colours to start off with. There's no gesso on this tag. But once I've got my colours on and dried that, they will behave a bit like a layer of gesso would do, so that will be fine. So that was Ho Ho Ho. This is Hot Curry. I'm just going to give my brush a little clean in between. I don't mind if the colours overlap as well. And I think this is Cheesy. Love these colours, they're so cool. So I'm doing my kind of rainbow idea going down my page. I don't mind that the colours are blending either, that is also fine. I kind of wish there was a brighter green in this range, but you can make it brighter by adding in a little bit of, wow, oops, I did say a little bit, that is more than a little bit. I don't want that much. Let's take some off and pop it on there. Oh my goodness me, there we go. That was bonkers. The joys of real-time filming, I guess. Let me just smoosh some of that away off there. Let's go in with a bit more of that green now. I'm not going to worry too much because I'm going to be covering this over with a layer of white anyway, so there we go. We can rescue it, it's fine. Just go in with a bit more of that cheesy on here. Gonna need to buy some more of these paints, I think. Okay, that'll do. And I think I might use Smurf. And Kissy. Ooh, no, not Kissy. Let's find purple. Let's go royal. I'm going to paint the royal over these lovely cut out elements on here. I love these tags. They're so interesting with all these cut out bits on them. Okay. So we'll give that a dry, and I need to clean that bit up there. Let me move this out of the way so I'm not sticking my arm in that. Now that yellow's gone a bit mucky there, but I'm not bothered, it's okay. Okie dokie. So this is one of the older black and white pads that was released quite a long time ago actually, and Marlene has just released another one. I might actually use that for the butterfly. I think that's going to work quite nicely. So I need to grab a stencil. What shall I use? I do have some that I kind of resort to using quite a lot. Those favourites that often come out to play. Use that one. So that one is called Floral Wheel. I'm going to pop that so it's a little bit off centre, I think. Maybe like that. Okie dokie. Let me grab the white. Where's the lace gone? Here you are. I need to get myself another white because this has nearly run out, which is no good for this challenge. I don't need to have paints running out, do I? I'm going to have to get myself some more. Ooh, okay. So I think because I want quite an opaque layer of colour, I am going to need to do a couple of layers with this white. But that's okay. So I can do one layer and then go in with a second one, dry in between. So this white is, the lace is going to have the effect of knocking this background back. Right, get some more paint out of here. Might have to cut into that. So if I just give this a little dry without moving my stencil, then when I go in I can layer more paint on top without lifting the paint off that's already there. I can go in with layer number 2 and it'll just brighten that white up a little bit more. And you can just keep going with this technique until you've got to the opacity of paint that you're happy with, depending on how much paint you've got to play with, of course. A lot. Have a look, how is that working? Really nicely. So you can see there's a few areas where it has bled through the stencil. That's going to be where I've had too much paint on my sponge. Now I'm not bothered because, you know, who wants to be perfect? No thank you. Might just be easier to cut into that maybe. Right. great big amount out there. Oh, that's cool. I think the sponge has absorbed a fair amount, so it's now going on a bit heavier. That's nice. I'll just scrape that bit back in because I don't want to waste it. So by just spending a bit of time layering that on, I've managed to get a really nice opaque coverage of that paint. So I'm not going to waste that bit that's come out there. I'm going to grab a tool and a palette knife. I'm just going to scrape that back in. So that's precious, I don't want to waste it. I've not got much in there until I can get some more ordered. Let's put that back. So, I might also just grab a brush and just dampen my brush a little bit. I'm just going to spritz it with a bit of water. And what I want to do is pick up some of this paint. Just don't want to waste any of this. And I want to knock some of this back a bit. So I'm going to cut my butterflies out of here. That dry. Okay, so I've got this ready. I've got some neon on the back of there. Okie dokie. So my thinking here is that I want to stamp some butterflies. And I was thinking I'd stamp them onto this. Maybe. Let's have a look, see whether it's going to work or not, because it might not, and I might decide I don't like it. I guess you get to watch me kind of thinking on my feet a little bit here. So I'm going to use that one. There's every possibility that I won't use the whole of this image because I don't have that much space on my tag. I think that's going to work. Let's see, let's cut it out. I've also got the white paint pen that I could use. I might just cut those antennae off because I can always stamp them on again using the antenna from the stamp, or I can just draw them on myself. I love the proportions of this butterfly. It's super cool. Yeah, I think that's going to work actually. Right, let's put those over there. And I'm going to get a couple of the smaller ones. Maybe that one. Oh, actually, is that one going to work or is that too big? Let's go with 2 of those. There we go. That's nice. And then sometimes when you have, well, when I have ideas, I don't always know whether it's going to work or not, so quite often we'll give it a try, and if I don't like it, I'll come up with another plan. And sometimes you just know that it looks right. I didn't know whether this was going to work, because obviously I've got to let white, there's got to kind of be the star of the show, the lace colour, so I am going to use those because they're stamped on white, so they're not going to detract from the background, and yet they're showing off the really lovely butterfly stamp set, and you can still see plenty of that lovely lace colour over the top. There we go. I chopped a bit off that bottom wing. Whoopsie. There we go. That's better. Right. So I might stick those on like that. I'm just going in with a white paint pen, and I'm just going to accentuate the white on one side of the pattern. Just see if I can bring it alive a bit more. So this is an Art by Marlene paint pen as well. I think it might be pigeon mating season. There are pigeons on the garage roof opposite my window. Having a little dance together, let's say. Okay, I think that works quite nicely actually. I hope this isn't cheating using this white pen. I don't want to be accused of cheating, but I kind of think it makes the lace paint, it really makes it bolder. So I'm just going to go in and add some doodly marks. Okay. So I'm kind of liking how white that is. I think that's great. Now I'm going to stick my butterflies on. I think I might have that one going over that way. So like I say, this collage paper was from an older black and white collage set. Marlene has released another one this year that's black and white too. So if you missed out on this one, don't despair. There is another one. Also, you can make your own collage paper like this. You've got a text stamp, black archival ink. You don't have to be buying anything. You can make your own. Don't even have to be archival ink, as long as it's waterproof, it doesn't really matter. Do we have that coming that way, or like that? Let's bunch you together. So on this little stamp set, there are some really cute little antennae. They're the cutest little things. Maybe those will work for the big butterfly. Yes. Perfect. And then some tiny ones for the little ones. They are really small. Let's pick up a little bit of ink there. And at least it's like Marlene's thought about this, because you don't have to faff about trying to cut them out. It's like such a pain. Right. So I kind of like this so far. So I'm just adding a little bit of like a halo around the butterflies. Part of me actually thinks this needs a black border to pull that together. So I'm just going to use the edge of the pen to go around here. And I might not go around the cutout part. Maybe I will. That's cute. Okay. I just want to put a little pop of colour on my butterflies. I know the star of this tag is white, but I just think it would be quite nice to have a little bit of colour on them like that. I think that works really well. Black pen. The little butterflies are flying around. I'm going to put a bit of stamping on here too. This is from one of by Marlene's butterfly stamp sets. I think it just adds another nice kind of dimension to the tag. There we go. So I kind of wondered how that one was going to work, but I like that. I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to overdo it. Which is, it's very easy to do, isn't it? Let's be honest. Very easy to do. And that's just going to sit back in here like that. So that is day one. Lace. So that's in the background for me. It's pushing those colours away, and that's what makes that the star of the show. Okay, thanks for watching. Come back again tomorrow for another tag instalment for the colour challenge. Bye.